taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So USC's offense comes onto the field first today. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans coaching staff last year did such a good job getting their team's minds right. And the leaders in that locker room, they were really making sure that everyone's intensity was at a different level going into that game. No doubt they want to come out, blow out Notre Dame again, and keep the jeweled shillelagh in the trophy case.
Unloads quickly. There he goes. Back down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Throws for the tight end. He's got him this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys. Just such an easy place to recruit. When you've got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
A little release to the back. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to get it in. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
That great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in, week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now, they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. And the Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, USC! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Grab behind the line. It's Spillman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to set up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Marches ahead. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches, and they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
He's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. This is why offensive coordinators get the big bucks to decide how aggressive you're going to be on 3rd and short from inside the 5. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Irish couldn't have asked for better field position. They'll start this drive 1st and goal. From the gun, the ground game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California. Late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted this,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was a punch in the gut toward the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. Looking downfield on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Irish! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the 2nd half.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. The Trojans heading quickly to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Turning it on. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quick completion to the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is...
Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it! Trying to rumble in. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Trojans once back up in the shadow of their own. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Spillman. And he's dragged down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get the first through the air. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
Lots of room to run. Touchdown Trojans. And the stomping has commenced. Traveler in the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans in this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, Bill.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the back. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. Speeding down the left side. He's at the tip. Touchdown, USC. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 10 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it starts. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. Got it behind the line, it's Spillman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Using his legs, it's Woodside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this one splits the uprights.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st down for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Snap in the shotgun. Wideout trying to lead streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. After getting knocked back to open this drive in 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Donald. Throws to the tight end. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll try the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double.
Turning it on! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He's got him. It's a running run. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's reeled in. It's Swan. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Pulls it in. It's Swan.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch at these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Grab near the marker. It's Jackson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. The give to the tailback. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the lone back.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Bring in the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page.
All playing the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. While they could run a victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword